This is the Vivo V25 Pro. It is the top-of-the-line model of the V25 series and the definite successor to the V23. I'm super excited to have used this selfie smartphone for over 2 weeks because this is the most feature-packed V-series phone I have ever used to date. On a side note, Vivo has also launched the Vivo TWS Air earbuds alongside the V25 Pro. These are an affordable pair of wireless earbuds that offers really good clarity and bass with up to 25 hours of battery life. The Vivo TWS Air will cost 179 ringgit and you may find the purchase link below. And now, let's get on to the review of the Vivo V25 Pro. Like the regular V25, the V25 Pro comes with a color-shifting glass back that looks really cool when in contact with UV light. The camera array has a different arrangement as well to differentiate from it. And most notably, it has a 6.56-inch curved Full HD AMOLED display that refreshes at 120Hz with a punch-hole camera cutout. There is also a flat top and bottom design that's borrowed from the flagship X series, which overall feels more premium than the regular V25. Despite that, the V25 Pro lacks stereo speakers and water resistance, although I don't expect any form of IP rating for the phone's class, but I wish Vivo will finally include stereo speakers for its V-series phones. But to be honest, the mono loudspeaker on this phone isn't bad and can produce really good volume and bass. Under the hood, the V25 Pro is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 1300 chip paired with 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. It is a step up from the regular V25's Dimensity 900 processor and storage configuration, which you will see better everyday and gaming performance. Vivo ships the phone with FunTouch OS 12 running on top of Android 12, which feels familiar across other Vivo phone models and is a very lightweight software that runs well on the V25 Pro's hardware. The phone has been very responsive and reliable during the review period, and aside from some occasional disturbing notifications from the Vivo App Store which I have disabled, the V25 Pro is a very enjoyable smartphone to use. The Vivo V25 Pro comes with the same camera hardware as the regular V25 on the back. The primary camera is an optically stabilized 64-megapixel lens supported by an 8-megapixel ultra-wide and a 2-megapixel macro lens. Although having OIS is a big plus on the primary lens when it comes to shooting low-light photos, it is limited by its small sensor size, which there is still noticeable noise levels and detail loss in low light. Well-lit photos look okay, but there are several shots I took in well-lit indoors can at times look grainy. The ultra-wide lens also takes average-looking photos, while the macro lens is really just there for the cosmetics. Ironically, Vivo downgraded the front camera of the V25 Pro to a 32-megapixel lens as opposed to 50 megapixels on the regular V25, though thankfully it still has autofocus which helps to take better group photos. Image quality looks decent and as usual, the beautify effect turns any face into a celebrity. All thanks to the better processor on the Vivo V25 Pro, it allows the main camera to shoot 4K videos at 60 frames per second, and it is probably one of the few mid-range phones that is able to do that. But unfortunately, this video frame rate is not extended to the ultra-wide camera, which is only limited to 720p at 30 frames per second. And the front camera maxes out at 1080p 60 frames per second, which is actually good for vlogging if you intend to buy this phone for that purpose. Now back to the review. The V25 Pro has a 4830 mAh battery powering your day, and on top of that, it is the first V-series phone to come with 66-watt fast charging. The phone has no problems lasting one full heavy working day, comprising 5 hours of screen-on time with a full charge. And there's no sweat on getting it back up when the battery runs flat. The Vivo V25 Pro retails at 2,499 ringgit or $550 in Malaysia. It is the best V-series phone that I have ever reviewed, but sadly, this isn't the most competitively priced phone in our market. There's a whole lot of other phones with better cameras and feature set for the price you're paying. Not unless you really like the design of the V25 Pro and the brand's great customer service and service network in the nation. Don't let my verdict stop you on getting this phone. It is a great one. So that's all for my full review of the Vivo V25 Pro. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section down below and be sure to subscribe to us for more videos coming right up, and I'll see you guys in our next one.